Quiet, please. The following program is brought to you in compatible color, pioneered and developed by RCA. Your Chevrolet dealer, who proudly presents the record-breaking 56 Chevrolet, brings you twice each week from Hollywood, the Dinah Shore Show. And here she is now, Miss Dinah Shore.
Hello and welcome to the Dinah Shore Show, hosted by yours truly, Dinah Shore. We have a great show for you tonight. Today we have two beatniks with us to start off the show.
Beats, not beatniks, please.
Oh, of course. Whatever you'd like to call yourselves. Anyways, we're jumping to the gun here, but would you like to introduce yourselves?
My name is Jack Kerouac, and the man on my right goes by Alan Ginsberg.
I'm filling in for Ellison and Bello. They said that they couldn't make it tonight. Something about how appearing on television would be supporting the man.
Oh, well, I guess that's just the way it is. So, tell the audience a little bit about yourselves.
Well, I'm a poet. I wrote a little something called Howl. I assume you've heard of it?
I can't say I've read the piece myself.
I saw the best minds of my generation destroyed by madness, starving, hysterical, naked, dragging themselves through the Negro streets at dawn looking for an angry fix. Angel-headed hipsters burning for the ancient heavenly connection in the starry dynamo and the machinery of night.
Oh, tell her the line that cost 520 copies of the poem to be seized by customs on the way to London.
The one about the asses? I'm not sure that it would be appropriate concerning our audience. And you know that I'm not one to give a hoot about what the sheep think about me. Plus, I've lost steam.
Stop talking about those vulgar words this very instant. Why, that can't possibly be poetry. There's no rhyme or rhythm. What could that even be about?
I'm just talking about what we as writers and poets have been talking about. America's lambs are being sacrificed for the sake of supporting our industrial capitalistic regime. Well, even our puppet leaders are talking about the military-industrial complex. It's hard to deny.
And your kind of thinking is exactly what we want to oppose. It's not just a political system. It's a restrictive culture. We need to liberate ourselves spiritually, racially, and sexually.
So you're saying you support all of this. Why, if you have said these things before McCarthy had gone and drunk himself off, you'd be jailed for what you're saying right now.
Hey, don't mischaracterize us. I was cheering on McCarthy against those commie bastards. I watched the proceedings on my TV with a joint in hand till the tides turned against him.
My, oh my, this is quite revealing. And Mr. Kerouac, what are you known for?
Well, like my contemporary here, I write poetry, although the world knows me better as the author of On the Road.
Yes, I do remember reading a review about this one. It was a criticism of contemporary society, was it?
Well, I'd actually characterize it more as a Catholic revelation during a trip my friend and these two fictional characters undertook.
The tabloids reported that you're Baptist, though.
Buddhist.
Aren't you? A Buddhist, though.
Well,
sorry.
I was Buddhist for a while, but it turns out that I was a fraud. Just couldn't keep it up.
Here, lady, if you really want to know what we represent, it's still the same thing we've called for since we met at Columbia, oh so many years ago. Carr, Burrow, Chase. We want America to wake up and realize what we're in for. Our government's the culprit. So too are our big corporations. But most importantly, our people are lambs for blindly following whichever big institution is commanding that interest at the time. All this conforming to our post-war consumerist culture is what's going to make us lose our identity.
It's not just us, too. John Kenneth Galbraith, an economist, even pointed out in his book, The Affluent Society, that for all our wealth and supposed progress, we fail to address poverty in any way at all. John Keats, a critic much like yourself, he's saying the same things we are, just in a different format. The crack in the picture window questions the mediocrity of the suburban Levittown regime as much as our books and poems. It just so happens that us beats are isolated and ridiculed as beatniks instead of the literary revolution we could be.
And what about your friends, Ellison and Bello?
Oh, Ellison? He wrote The Invisible Man, which deals with the same issue of isolation, just from a different perspective.
And what perspective could that be?
Well, he's a Negro, for one.
Well, good thing he didn't come on our show. Good Lord, imagine the consequences of letting a black man come on here and say whatever he pleased. It's bad enough that they're coming into our cities.
See, Alan, this is what we have to deal with. Blacks, whites, we're all the same. We're all marginalized by our oppressive society. We've got to overcome these divisions.
Yeah, Jack. At this point, we're no longer doing any good here. Down with the man!
Down with the man!
Well, join us back after these messages from our sponsors.
Brought to you by Ivory Flakes, the mild, fast-dissolving flakes that beautify hands in the dishpan, and Florettes, the new chlorophyll candy mints and chewing gum that make your breath kissing sweet.
General Mills presents June and Stu Irwin in Trouble with Father.
Boxer Ben fights hard and fair, so in the ring you kids beware. He's dynamite because he knows he's got go power from Cheerios. He's got go power. There he goes. He's feeling his Cheerios, Cheerios, Cheerios.
Yes, Cheerios, the cereal that's shaped like a little letter O. No other cereal is like Cheerios, the only ready-to-eat cereal with this wonderful toasted oat flavor. A breakfast of Cheerios with milk, fruit, and buttered toast is all you need to give you go power. That's because Cheerios is made from energy-packed oats, made to give you the vitamins and minerals you need for healthy nerves, good red blood, strong teeth and bones. So give the whole family go power from Cheerios, the oat cereal that needs no cooking. Then you'll hear people say,
he's feeling his Cheerios,